Brilliant. So yeah, today is, I forgot to note the day of the Feast for the Soul. Yesterday was the 23rd, I believe. So today is the 24th day of the Feast for the Soul. So it passed the halfway mark. And I appreciate you joining us today because there was a couple of options to choose from. So I just wanted everyone to choose what would be right for them and choose something, don't give up, like keep coming back. So I'm glad I'm here. If this is your first time, I believe I recognize most of the people on the call, but if it's your first time, just follow the instructions. We'll be doing the practice probably for about 20-25 minutes. And we'll have time at the end when we stop the recording and we can share some of the experiences that you've had or anything that comes up that you would like to share or questions or so on. As you might have heard, as you were joining there was fierce chat going on from what I would call the local Monday mob, about the meditation that took place in the physical and on Zoom at the monastery in Manchester yesterday. And that really was something special, I felt. And what I want to put to you today as we begin is, this building momentum. We were at the monastery, I forget the year exactly, but it was probably 2018, I think, maybe 2019. And something started off in a seed form, but we just kept being called to come back again and again and again. And the same is with the feast. You're being just drawn back in again and again and again. And what I feel, it's like training your attention, it's like training something within you is magnetizing you to come back to sit in silence, to sit in this community, in this beautiful circle. And I think that, it magnetizes the people towards you and the opportunities towards you. And that really starts to strengthen your connection with that kind of inner guidance. What's next? Last week, we asked some of the soul questions. I think we did some self-inquiry. And this week, the meditation that I want to share with you is about looking a little bit at judgment first, because I was feeling into judgment. And something, if you think about judgment, it's when the mind decides, yes, no, yum, yuck. You're making a decision or you're analyzing something. And what happens is judgment creates this turbulence in the mind because the mind gets very activated. Yum, yuck, yum, yuck, yum, yuck, making a judgment on everything. I like salt, I don't like vinegar. It can be anything, from the most mundane to the most sublime. But the mind is sort of trained in this kind of yum, yuck judgment. And that's what creates an awful lot of the turbulence, I think, that we find when we sit into the practice initially. And something that I've been learning is that judgment, it interferes, let's say, with our creativity, and it interferes with our ability to listen to that inner guidance. So today I want you just to observe any sort of parts of the practice where you start to analyze it or judge it maybe, or, where that dialogue is happening. And again, just come back to the guidance and come back to the center. So I really want you to feel like the center of where you're meditating on, the focus of the practice is in your heart center today. And that's where we're going to keep coming back as soon as the mind tries to distract us with the thoughts, with the judgments, just gently keep coming back. And let go for this duration of this practice, the need to make things right or wrong, label things, define things, evaluate or analyze things. So we're just going to let go judgments now. And we're going to practice this openness. It's going to be a really opening, heart-opening practice. So I invite you now to invite your soul to become intimate with you. So we're going to invite our souls now to become intimate with us. And that's where we're going with this practice today. Do whatever else you need to make yourself feel supported in your practice, feel comfortable. And when you've taken care of everything, I invite you to softly close your eyes or cap them and soften your focus with a downward gaze. Feel your body as it is right here, right now. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in your physical body. And with a breath or two, soften that area. Just relax a bit more into the practice. Notice where your mind is beginning to label or judge my sore back, my knee, my shoulder, whatever is niggling you. Just give it permission now just to put it down for a while. What we're doing now is we're choosing in this moment to enter into this beautiful opening, heart-opening practice. And we're inviting in this co-creation with our spirit, with our soul. We're going to let go of our judgments and simply experience silence. So to move our mind into the stillness and silence, we have a couple of tricks. The first one is following the breath. With non-judgmental attention, just following it in its natural state. And on the next breath, allow your attention to move inward. So you can notice what's going on in your external environment first. Sounds, sensations, the temperature of the room. And the noises near and far. And then gradually closing your eyes, breathing naturally. Move your awareness with the breath inward now. And begin to make that heart-centered connection. Noticing the subtle expansion in your heart. And the gentle contraction with each exhale. And allowing yourself to move into the stillness now. Exploring the silence, the softness, the gentle alert, witnessing nature of your heart. And with your awareness here, you get to choose one question, any one you wish. It could be, what's my heart's desire? Who am I really? What's my purpose? Or any other question that comes to mind that you wish to ask now with awareness in your heart. When you have that question, ask it a couple of times silently to yourself without trying to figure out the answers. Who am I really? What's my heart's desire? Why am I here? And then you can let go of those questions Imagine that you've planted the questions like seeds. And like all seeds, you plant them and you let them go. Maybe you fertilize them. So we're going to fertilize the seeds with our breath, with our stillness, with our silence. So I invite you now to explore that. It's an open awareness practice, exploring stillness and silence within. And if you notice that your mind is trying to grab your attention, just gently come back, exploring the stillness, the silence. And in this space, I invite you now to observe if you can see a pinpoint of light, just a pinpoint, subtle little light in your heart. Visualizing it in your mind's eye, visualizing it in your heart space. And noticing that it's always there. Keeping the light on in this sacred space. Now, with your attention here, let's allow the light to expand. Expanding this pinpoint of light so that it's lighting up your whole heart space. It's casting light into areas of your heart that maybe you haven't explored in a while. And use your breath now. The energy of your breath with each inhalation is activating that light. It's magnifying the light. And each exhalation is spreading that light from the pinpoint in the center of your chest. As you exhale, the light is spreading across through every cell and tissue in your body. And it's a healing light. Allowing this healing light to spread wherever you may have felt an ache or pain. With your loving attention, allow the light now to move, whether it's to your knee or your shoulder, anywhere at all or all over. Imagine now that you're basking in this healing light. You're creating the sacred space within you. Throughout your whole body. And imagine it's going beyond the physical body now, creating a halo effect. Imagine that light is expanding all around you. This is a light that activates the energy patterns. And these patterns of energy transform from the limited to the more expanded. As the light goes from you into your aura, imagine all of the auras are connecting up. And this big, big pool of light across this container, every shade of the rainbow, emanating from each person, from their sacred space, from their hearts. Exploring the different colors. Imagine now you're swimming in this light, bathing, floating. Pale blues and pinks, green, yellow, orange, all the colors of the rainbow that make up this collective. Allowing that energy now to flow from you and to you. Now connect with that sacred stillness and silence in this expanded state again. Expanding your awareness beyond the confines of your physical body. Tapping into this creativity, this open awareness. Whenever your attention drifts away, come back and simply expand your awareness beyond the confines of your physical body, bathing in this light container, the sea of lights. Imagine you're spiraling out now into this field of infinite possibilities. And in this space, invite in the answers to whatever questions you posed in your heart. Without getting a specific answer, just invite the answers. Inviting that the answers come from the most expanded space. the space of infinite possibilities. And then drawing your awareness back in as if you were spiraling back into the center of your chest to where we began. Coming back to that pinpoint of light. Connecting with the question, what's my heart's desire? And as you just did, expand your awareness again, spiral your awareness out from the center of your chest, out beyond the physical confines of your body, back out, merging with those pools of color in this playful, creative container and beyond. Spiraling out to feel all possibilities. Opening to new patterns. Put it out there. I'm open to new patterns and possibilities. And then drawing the spiral back in. And this is the practice, spiraling in, back to the center of your chest, to the pinpoint of light. And spiraling back out. That subtle movement of your awareness. From the interior, moving all the way out to the expanded awareness. Continue like this for a few more moments while I watch the time. Moving your awareness from that pinpoint, spiraling it out, experiencing the expanded, and then spiraling it back in. You can use the light to direct you. Or if you're not visual, just use the sensation of movement of energy, of heat, or intention. However, your attention gets distracted, keep coming back. Spiraling your awareness in to the pinpoint and then back out to expanded awareness. And as we begin to draw this practice to a close, we'll just draw that energy back in, moving our awareness from that expanded stillness and silence, and just trusting that in silence that you are connecting with that ecstatic impulse, the evolutionary impulse of the universe. And now that you've made that connection, allow your awareness to move back in, connecting with that pinpoint of light in the sacred chamber of your heart. And you can maybe say to yourself, today I'm going to let go of the need to analyze or evaluate or define. And I'm going to shed myself of the burden of judgment. I'm simply letting go of judgment and opening to experience silence. I'm letting go of my judgments and experiencing silence. As you connect with your heart, reminding yourself that you will judge nothing that occurs today. Simply allow whatever experiences are happening. Staying in that connection, staying with the flow of stillness, of silence, of peace and calm, in a state of equanimity, regardless of what's going on around me. And as we move from the heart, just feel your body now as it is. Feel the healing. Feel the lightness. Or just explore how you feel. Having slowed everything down and moving into that open awareness, into expanded awareness, and then coming back. How does it feel in your body now? Explore it as a sensation in your feet, in your legs, your hands, your arms. Explore it in your heart, in all of your organs. And noticing if your mind has quietened a little, and the need to judge and analyze. Maybe that's quietened down a little bit too. And now connect with the sound of your breath, taking a long, slow, deep breath in. Filling up, breathing all the way down, filling up your belly. And then let the breath go. All the way out. Good long exhale out. Let's do it again. A long, slow, deep breath in. Filling up your belly. And exhaling all the way out. Now, you may not all be visual, but if you can connect with any colors that came to mind within the experience, we'll just make a note of that. Maybe we'll share it later in the chat. And we'll notice how many colors we all merged with when we were bathing in that rainbow of light in this beautiful container, this safe container to explore and expand our awareness. As you gently start to become more active, as you come out of the practice, I want you to just start moving your fingers, your toes, maybe your head, just doing some rotations, whatever it takes. You can rotate your ankles, flex and point your toes, just gently get the circulation moving. And as you ease yourself out, I want to just finish with the sharing about, patterns of energy are flowing in the body and they stimulate different states of awareness. So, we all know how to create turbulence, but we don't maybe often pay enough attention to how to create that sense of calm and stillness, So it's about moving and playfully moving your energy using whatever tools will work for you is my theory, because your energy is constantly moving. It's always responding to your mental activity, to your emotions. Sometimes just keeps on traveling over the same path. As your thoughts become more repetitive, we can get stuck in certain patterns of thinking, and then our energy gets a little bit stuck. So anything you can do now just to move your energy, the chakra toning is a lovely way to do it. Visualization is a lovely way to do it. Meditation is another way to do it, because it really helps us to shift us from that, state of turbulence and judgment into more peace and non-judgmental. So it's that non-judgmental attention. That's what mindfulness is about. Being fully present with a non-judgmental attention. So that's the end of the practice. Whatever it takes for you now, I want you to come out gently. You never want to jar yourself out of the practice. Come gently back. We're going to stop the recording. And I'm grateful that over 70 people came. I thought today I might be just on my own. I don't know why I thought that, but I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm really glad that I got to meditate with a beautiful group like this again. It really makes a difference. And I hope you notice that, the difference when we come together and show up together, So I'll stop this recording.